When it comes to the most realistic hand-to-hand combat in the entire Lucasm universe, How to Fight stands out. No powers, no exaggeration, just raw technique, real martial arts, and gritty street fights, and no one embodies that better than Hobin Yoo. In today's video, we're going to be diving deep into how to fight like Hobin Yoo, from his unorthodox training methods to legit techniques he pulled from taekwondo, boxing, and street fighting. Watch this video so you won't get embarrassed in front of your girl because of a 40-year-old high schooler. But before we throw hands, make sure to join the Discord. We're just shy of 2,000 members and it's the best place to talk about manhwa with real ones like you. And if you want early access to videos and exclusive behind the scenes content, check out the Patreon. Now, let's break it down what it really takes to fight like Hobin Yoo. What makes Hobin Yoo so compelling isn't just how he fights, it's how he started. Just like any of us, scrawny, clueless, and completely out of his depth, no muscles and no combat training, nothing. But what How to Fight shows us so well is his evolution, how he gets stronger, one brutal lesson at a time. In this video, we're breaking down Hobin's journey from zero to savage, starting with the most important piece, his training. What he learned, how he learned it, and how you can apply that mindset in real life too. What Hobin learned early on is mad underrated, and yeah, even a little controversial, but I promise you it works. Instead of bulking up first, Hobin trained smart. Through straight up unorthodox methods, he drilled the fundamentals, agility, core strength, durability, flexibility, and most importantly, real world experience. We're talking rice bag kicks, hanging from his closet with an extension cord, doing aerobics for nimbleness. It sounds wild and even weird, but it worked for him. Now sure, most people would say hit the gym, build muscle first. And yeah, having a solid base helps, but technique, that's everything. A 150-pound guy with real skill will fold a 200-pound gym bro who's all show and no form 9 times out of 10. And obviously there are better ways to train than kicking a rice bag 1,000 times. I mean, that's just disrespectful to the rice. Do you know how expensive groceries are these days? But the point is, you can train anywhere with anything. Got a rod outside to dry your clothes? Use it to train your core, hang on it. Want to build endurance? Just jog daily, it's easy. And you need better dexterity? Learn K-pop choreo if you have to. Hobin used below subpar methods and still became the top of his verse. So seriously, what's your excuse? Start like Hobin did. Condition your body, your shins, your forearms, your elbows, your knuckles. It doesn't matter how, just do it. Because if you can't take a hit, what makes you think you can throw one? Now, let's talk about experience, because Hobin gained a lot of it, but not in the way you'd expect. He didn't fight every single day, nor did he train in some top-tier dojo with elite instructors, but even with just a handful of fights, Hobin learned fast. And if you've been paying attention while reading Viral Hit, you'll notice something consistent. Hobin doesn't win by brute force, he wins by being smart. 9 times out of 10, instead of turning his opponent's face into mashed potatoes, he analyzes them and finds an opening and exploits it, like a nerd with hands. Now, don't get me wrong, practical experience matters. You do need to feel the pressure, the panic, the weight of a real fight, but as barbaric as fighting may seem, there's actually an intelligent way to go about it. And this is where I have to respectfully disagree with Hobin. Do not go out picking fights on the street. You won't become stronger fighting random people in alleys, you'll just become someone else's lawsuit. And let's be honest, you're not gonna look cool beating up someone's uncle outside a 7-Eleven. You're just gonna look like a weirdo with anger issues. So what you should do is spar, seriously. Train with people who know what they're doing, people who can hit you hard enough to humble you and correct your form after. That's where the growth really happens. If you're learning boxing, spar with a real boxer. You'll learn things YouTube tutorials can't teach you. Footwork, timing, spacing, slipping, feinting, all in real time. And yes, sparring hard matters. That's the only way to truly know if your technique holds up when fists are flying at full speed. Moving into taekwondo, spar legit athlete. You'll gain a new respect for range, for fast kicks, and setting up angles with movement instead of brute strength. You'll start to realize just how insanely accurate these fighters are. Then there's Muay Thai, the art of the 8 limbs. Elbows, knees, teeps, clinches, every inch of your body becomes a weapon and a target. You'll learn toughness, timing, and how to throw and take hits without flinching. And of course, Judo and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, where one mistake can mean you're tapping out in seconds. These arts teach you about leverage, patience, submissions, escapes, and ground control. You'll gain a new awareness of your own body like never before. Honestly, learning all of these martial arts will humble you, fast. It'll drop you into the biggest room in the world, the room for improvement, and it's a room you'll never fully leave. But that's also where the fun is. The first time you land a clean left hook, The moment you escape a chokehold and reverse that position, that spark when you finally understand why such a small adjustment makes a huge difference. That joy is unreal and it'll keep you coming back. So if you really want to train like Hobin Yoo, don't just train hard, train smart. Learn from everyone, spar often, and stay humble. And finally, the part you've all been waiting for. What secret killer moves do you need to learn like Hobin Yoo? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't have some super secret ancient scroll technique to share, and there's no hidden Hokutoken pressure point combo. No Tengen Tapa Gurren Lag wrong shot. Because the truth is, Hobin doesn't really rely on some flashy, once-in-a-lifetime anime-ass super move. If you take a step back and look, and I mean really look, you'll see what makes Hobin dangerous isn't technique, it's adaptability. Hobin is just a really good fighter. Not a textbook boxer, not a lifetime martial artist, not a one-style specialist. A fighter. Someone who can read a situation, react under pressure, and make the right call even when the odds are stacked. Sometimes that means he makes ground beef out of an opponent's nose, and other times it means he gets the hell out of there before things escalate. And honestly, that's what makes him elite. He's given up before, and yeah, it was embarrassing for him, but he walked away, alive and unharmed, able to fight another day. Because being a good fighter isn't about having the hardest punch, or being the fastest in the room. It's about reading a fight before it even starts, knowing when to go all out, and when to get out. And yeah, Hobin can throw hands when he has to, but the second a blade comes out, or worse, a firearm, all your training, all your combos, all your confidence gone. That's real life. That's street fighting. And that's the line you cannot afford to cross. So if I can give you one last piece of advice, know your limits. Give up when you need to. That doesn't make you weak, it makes you smart. Your pride isn't worth your life. Fight. Keep fighting and never stop improving. But when the time comes to walk away, walk away. Because the strongest fighters aren't the ones who win every battle. They're the ones who end up alive no matter what. So how do you keep up with training like Hobin? Honestly, it's not easy. I won't sugarcoat it. Hobin is the absolute peak of what a human being can push themselves to become. No shortcuts, no cheats, no hacks, just straight up pain, effort, and consistency. So you gotta ask yourself, do you really want this? What's it worth to you? This isn't about inspiration, this isn't even about discipline. Though, yeah, those matter, this is about purpose though. Because without reason to keep going, you'll quit the second things get hard. And trust me, they will get hard. So find your reason. Maybe you want to protect someone, maybe you want to be strong enough to shape your future with your own two hands. Or maybe there's a whole damn syndicate threatening you and your friends and you're done running. Whatever it is, make it real. Make it something that burns. And don't overthink it. Don't sit there trying to map out your whole arc. The longer you think, the longer you stall. So TLDR, just fucking do it, man. Let's go. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and sub to the channel. Drop a comment and tell me who you'd like to fight, if you had the chance. Join the Discord, get into the deeper grind, and check out the Patreon for early vids and exclusive drops. This has been Kaiseni, signing off. Train smart, stay sharp, and remember, you don't need to be special to be strong. You just need a reason. Catch you in the next one, so yeah.